man, do I got a story time for you. Threw it against the building, I swear to God. She threw it against the building. It busts open, papers start flying out, runs off, okay? Good morning. Today's already been a really good day so far. So up early and messaged some vendors back. This weekend was a good weekend. A lot of messages from vendors just, you know, want to get booths at the show. So this year, I'm excited about this year's show, well, all of them, but Cartersville, you know, that was our first show. But we're switching up a lot of vendors this year. We're going to have a lot of new people. So if you guys been to the show and you've seen what we had last year, well, this year, there's going to be a lot of new ones. So we're trying to switch them up a little bit. We want everybody there, but sometimes we need to switch it up. So, but Greenville, South Carolina, that one's looking really good this year. So that was a great show last year. And that one's going to be a big show. So that building has room to grow. That's going to be a good show. Pensacola, we're about to get started on that. We still got a little while for that show. So I haven't really been doing a whole lot for that because it is so long away. I mean, it's still probably, it's probably 17 months away. So I got time on that one. But what we're going to do now is today is really cloudy and the temperature has dropped the past couple of days. I mean, it's, I think, high of like 71 today, which is unusual to be that cool like that. But I'll take it because I am over this summer. I really am. But anyway, we're going to go. We're going to head, but yeah, we'll get out there. It's a cloudy day. Should be good fishing. So we'll get out there and check it out and see what's happening. A couple more things before I get to the lake. I'm going to get there kind of late. But I just picked up the truck from the body shop the other day. So, and this is the second time I had to go. I had to go back to get fixed because they messed up a lot of stuff. They didn't change out my receiver that was bent. They gave me some kind of just junky aftermarket bumper, but anyway, and the paint was all messed up. So I took it back, and I, you know, the manager came outside, told me she appreciated me coming back because I told Allstate, I was like, I'll just take it to another body shop. And they didn't want that at all because they would lose their they're like a preferred vendor from Allstate, and they didn't want to jeopardize losing that. But anyway, so I took it back over there to let them fix it, okay? And pictures are going to do better. I'm going to try to get on camera, but like right there, you see that stuff right there? It's right there. It's right there. You can't, yeah, you can see a little bit of that one. There's just stuff all in the paint. You can see that, all that. This right here, let's see if you can see that. Wrong way. See if you can see. Okay, you see that black right there? That's underneath the clear coat. I tried to get it out. Chip in the paint. That's under the clear coat. Under the clear coat. There's a line. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's just debris. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, a little bit right there. You see that line? All the way down. There's a clear tape line. It's hard to see on camera. But then, let's see if you can see these. Why is that being difficult to see? Well, let's see. Can you? Okay, there you go. There's pinholes. All in. I don't even know why they done any filler right here because no damage was done. There's only a spot right here that was done, and there were, you can see pinholes in that too. But so you can see all the pinholes, and also the color is just. Whenever, I'll post some pictures too, so you can see these pictures. But the color is way off from the bumper. That's the white it's supposed to be. That's not the same white. And there's like just bumps all the way down the side. I mean, it's so hard to see on the camera. But and also these right here. Let's see. Can you see? Yeah, look at these spots right here. This was not here. Look, that's underneath the clear coat. So I mean, that's bad. But anyway, so this truck was brand new when I wrapped it. I had it for 3 weeks. It was brand new. So this paint under here was brand new, and I don't want to feel like I'm being picky, but at the same time, it's my truck, you know, and I actually plan on keeping this truck for a little while. And I don't think I'm gonna wrap the whole thing again. I mean, if I was gonna wrap it now, some of these spots will still show. in a wrap. But if I was gonna wrap it all the way, full wrap again, I might not worry about it as much. But at the same time, like, they're paid to fix this truck the way it was before the accident, and that's kind of what I expect, honestly. Especially, I mean, dropping it out, they've done it twice now. This will be the third time I took it over, third time. And I just think that's just, I mean, there's literally bumps all over it. So, but I just want to show y'all that. And if you think I'm being a little ridiculous over it, hey, just comment below. But if it's your truck, what would you do? I mean, you probably wouldn't accept that. If you had a brand new truck and you came back with paint like that, that's very noticeable difference between the tailgate and the bumper and all the imperfections. I don't think you'd take it. And if you would, hey, maybe you're a better guy than I am. So, but anyway, I'm gonna continue packing up, getting ready to go fishing and cooking out right there on the back of that tailgate. All right, we're getting things fired up right here. Got me a little rug. I don't think the bottom of this thing gets hot, but it got me a little rug so that grease don't splatter all over the back of the truck. But man, do I got a story time for you. So I took the truck back. I may add a little bit of audio in there from this. I put my phone in my back pocket, so it's very, you can hear my phone scraping against my pocket. But this lady, let me tell you, first off, truck body shop, went there one time. They did a terrible job. The manager said, "Oh, I cannot believe we let this go out." Got me some of these delicious chips. She said, "I can't believe we let this go out. This is unacceptable. What we're gonna do for you is, I got 2 new tires, 2 new back tires from the insurance company." And she said, "What we're gonna do for your troubles is we're gonna go ahead and give you 2 front tires, you know, to apologize for, you know, for it being messed up." I was like, "Hey, that's nice of you." And they paid for a rental vehicle. And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. You know, they'll fix this." So, because they don't want to get in trouble because they're like a preferred vendor for Allstate. Well, and I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but I just want my truck done right. The truck was new. I wrapped it. The paint underneath the wrap was new. Had 3 scratch marks. I need to look back. It may have been 2, but anyway, 2 or 3 scratch marks on this, like right here. So I don't understand why they done body work all the way up to the front. I'm not a body man, so I'm not gonna talk on that. I don't know. Maybe it needs to be done. I don't know. But anyway, man, I bought this thing for camping. I never used it. That's a nice little pan. But I'm not going to tell them how to do their job. I just know that I shouldn't have holes in the paint. I shouldn't have chips underneath the clear coat. And it's just not right. And it only has 2 different colors. The bumper, she said, well, we sprayed out the same can. I understand that. Well, then I guess the back of the truck, the bed side got sprayed maybe 1 quick coat. And the bumper got hit really good. So the bumper's good. But the bed side is definitely a different color. And I mean, you see the pictures. I'm posting pictures in this video. I feel bad for her because this is what happened. I mean, she flipped out. First of all, I called. She was not happy to hear my voice, which I understand. Hey, I don't want to hear hers as much as she don't want to hear mine, because if I'm calling hers because of the problem, right? Nice lady, but I don't want to be calling her because if I'm calling her because I need body work. I don't want body work. Well, anyway, so she started, like I told her, I said, hey, remember the pinholes under the, we got prime rib burgers, guys. Prime rib. Never had those before. So, season these bad boys up with some of that. Yeah, even trying to be a little more healthy. Got low sodium. Only because that's what only thing they had. But it's probably good for me. So, what was I saying? But, oh yeah, on the phone, she was like, just didn't want to talk to me. She stayed silent. Like I said, do you remember those pinholes? And she just stayed silent for like 15 seconds. And I was like, oh yeah, she definitely don't want to hear my voice. And she's like, yeah, or she's like, yeah, somewhat. I'm like, okay, well, I said, well, they're still there. I said, plus there's even more. I said, she's like, just bring it in. I'll be here until 5. I was like, I'm 5 minutes down the road. I'll go ahead and bring it in. And so I brought it in there. She looked outside and seen me pull up, and then walked to her office. I guess kind of making me come inside, which I don't care. I'll come inside and talk to you. So I went inside, said, hey, I need to see, you know, this lady. And she came outside and she was all like very defensive right off the bat. Like, you know, we're only human, we're not robots. And I said, I get that. I said, but I mean, people paint cars all the time perfect, you know? I mean, that's fine. But I said also, you know, the pinholes. But anyway, she came over and looked at it, and she just kind of like, well, you're gonna wrap over it anyway. Well, I mean, I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna wrap over it. I said, I might not. Let's see if this thing is hot enough. Oh yeah, you ever hear that? Oh yeah. I said, well, I might not wrap over it, you know? I mean, regardless if I was gonna wrap it or not, it needs to be right. So, I mean, the insurance company is paying you to do a job correct. So, just do it correct. All right, I had to go get me some rags. These are some of the best all-around rags. Wait, I got that right? Yeah. Best all-around rags. I keep them in the boat, the truck. Very tough. Little wet wipe here. So, but anyway, so I was like, you know, regardless, it needs to be done right, okay? And anyway, I can hear her voice kind of breaking up a little bit. So I was like, you know, I'm not being mean at all. I'm actually being nice about this. What I should have done was contact the insurance company and let them deal with this. But I went up there because I don't want them to get in trouble. Because she told me last time I was there, she told me, it ain't hot at all. She said, Allstate's our bread and butter. So we would take care of you. You know, please, if you got any concerns, come to me. So I went to her about this. And well, anyway, so I heard it in her voice. So I didn't contact Allstate. And I told her that. I said, I didn't go to Allstate. I just came straight to you. And she's like, it don't even matter. I'm sick of Allstate anyway. I was like, okay, whatever. But anyway, I mean, I know she had more problems than me going on. That was obvious. But she started like, you can tell in her voice she's about to start crying. So I kind of just stopped saying anything. And like I said, I mean, I'm not being mean at all. I'm just saying, look at this. Would this be acceptable to you? And I feel like it's such a jerk, but I do want it done right. It ain't even gotta be absolutely perfect, but it's gotta be better than spots everywhere. Now these burgers are looking good. A little bit longer. But so she starts crying. And she started crying, and I'm just like, oh God, I don't know what to do now. I mean, I'm not good with that type of stuff anyway. So I just shut up. Anyway, she runs. She's like, just bring it next week. Well, I'm not even gonna be here next week. I'll be in Mexico on a cruise for my birthday. So trying to figure out how I can fish down there. Listen, if you've been on a cruise and you've been fishing, I mean, hopefully they maybe have like maybe a charter while we're doing our excursions. Hopefully there's one there. Maybe I can do a charter or something. But either way, maybe there's a guy I can rent a rod from or something. But I'm gonna try to fish down there for sure. But I'm gonna be here next week. So she just said, be here next week, runs off, okay? She has this clipboard that opens up, has papers in it. And well, she took that clipboard, threw it against the building. I swear to God, she threw it against the building. It busts open, papers start flying out, right? Then all the body guys start like walking out, seeing what's wrong. And I'm just videoing the truck. Like, I literally cannot believe what I just witnessed here. I mean, I've never experienced anything like that. The lady freaking out. I mean, this is not my fault. I just couldn't believe that happened. So I feel bad for her. I hope, I mean, she's got some other stuff going on, that's for sure. I hate that. I mean, probably it sounds like she's not the problem here. Or maybe she is. I'm not gonna say who's the problem, but I know definitely the body guys, you guys, you know, y'all know who my trucks. I probably went on my stuff to look and watch me for a minute. You guys suck at body work. Well, at least the paint. Well, I mean, body work too. Pinholes, unacceptable. So if you guys are watching, you suck. You probably should find another job, honestly. So, and if you think that's good, man, I don't know. But I'm debating on contacting the insurance company and just telling them like, hey, I just want to go somewhere else altogether. I just don't know. I don't know. Man, these burgers are looking pretty good. Try to get some more fire up on these things. burgers are looking good. And I'm excited about having the boat back. I mean, it's been gone. The truck's been gone. That's another thing. I'm just sick of the truck being gone. I mean, they've had it for now 3 weeks. They've had the truck. And then the boat, I had to take it to the shop. The last time I took it down to the beach, down to Pensacola, I was coming across the bay. It was rough. I mean, really rough. I spent more time out of the water, flying through the air than I did on the water, it seemed like. But I knocked a boot off. The exhaust sounded like really muffled, and I knocked the boot off in the midsection. So they said it was, it happens time to time, but they fixed me right on up with that. And then we added that, we added the lithium batteries in yesterday. I went with the lead time lithium batteries, or lithium battery. I got one 36 volt, 100 amp hour. So it barely fit. Okay, the battery is 18.5 inches by 10.5 inches. The spot I put it in was 20 inches by 11 inches. But it took me a minute to get it in that console, because I mean, it's long. I was putting it in there, and I was able to make it work. It took about 45 minutes to get it in there. But we got that. And also, while I was at the shop, they said it kept throwing a code, which I didn't see it on my vessel view, but I know the code it threw, it happened, because it was low voltage on the battery. And the battery was no good. So I already knew that. I had to jump it off already. So they told me, oh, we got a battery here. And I said, what's the best one? They told me it was the, it's like an AMG X2. They were proud of those, but not them, just the company is proud of those batteries, because it was out the door $572 for that battery. But I got it hooked up, so I got all new batteries. So, which I am pumped about, because I just never want to get back in that console for batteries, or at least for a long time. But so I'm pumped up to see what see how that lithium holds up to the trolling motor. I mean, everybody says good things. So, and it's an affordable battery. I got that battery for $915 on Amazon deal days. 915 bucks with the charger. That's a 36 volt, 100 amp hour lithium with the charger. So I didn't think that was too bad, considering some of the prices of other lithiums. Now, how it holds up to those other batteries, I don't know. We're gonna find out. I got me some cheese for these burgers. That's pretty much all I got. So, and some chips. So hamburgers and chips. All right, lunch is served. A little cheeseburger, some mustard and ketchup, some kettle chips. Makes it look like a real restaurant in this little basket. Old Lex got these for our camping stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna go enjoy this thing. Think about that lady some more. I feel bad for her. Something must be going on. There's no way you can freak out on a customer like that. I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily on me, but just in general, her freaking out like that. She's obviously got some other problems. I hope she feels better. And I'm sorry I had to come to her. I guess this is not a good day for her. But either way, I want to enjoy my chips and my burger. Well, I got the boat in the water, and it sounds great. Sounds like it did when I first got it and how it's supposed to. There it is. Oh yeah, she's looking good. God, it is windy out here. Real windy. Look at this. See hopefully you guys can't hear the wind. I got my wind muff on, and I got noise cancellation on. So hopefully that's actually working. But let's get out here and try to catch a fish. See what we can get into.
Clipboard flying, truck still dented. She lost her mind, I just repented. Back to the lake, pole got bended. Tailgate down, the vibe cemented. Windows calling, I ain't pretending. Smash that grill, now lunch is ended.
doing, I'm not even live scoping these fish. I'm not even live scoping these fish. I was right here for a minute, but that wind, I just rather just cast. But anyway, it messed up my bait some. But all I'm doing is throwing it out. I see a couple little schools, but yeah, he messed that bait up pretty good. But I still use it. But I seen a couple little schools schooling over here. But heck, I'm just throwing out where I know they're going to be on this wind-blown point right here, and I'm just twitch it. So. Man, old battery's throwing some juice in this trolling motor. That's a 4.08 miles an hour. It's going down now that I'm in the wind. Still facing the wind. This Garmin Kraken with that lead time, a lifetime battery. Still getting 3.93 miles per hour in the wind, wide open. That's pretty good. I'll take that. That was a little turd. But hey, it's a fish. It feels nice just to get the boat back out and do this. I did scope that fish though. There's a whole school of them. I'm not going to cast for those. I mean, I want to catch any fish, but I don't need to catch a bunch of 10 inchers. See if we can get something better on the bottom of this jig. I can fish. We get fish right here. This place always holds little fish. And it's a big fish too. I'm just saying, you always find schools of little ones. Because right here, I'll put this out here. This dock right here, I've seen the biggest spotted bass I've ever seen right here. Sorry about the wind. It is what it is. But anyway, the biggest spotted bass, it had to be 7 pounds. The biggest one I've ever seen. And I know it's hard to believe, you know, hey, you know, Carl's an idiot. That's no way a 7 pounder. Right there, 7 pounder swimming back and forth while I was working on that dock right there. So, and I mean, they're not even just that time. We've seen other ones. We've seen wolf packs of 3.5s, 5s coming right here. So this is a really good spot. I don't know why this is. I don't know why it holds big fish and the little fish. I mean, schools of little ones, but I haven't caught any of those big fish right here. I've seen them, but usually I see them when I'm on the workboat, and I don't have any rods on the workboat. I got some big news about that too. Some big news about the dock.
Truck still broke, but I'm still rolling. Expo heat got the whole town scrolling. Lady losing it, I keep strolling. Hit the water, now I'm so controlling.
All right, well, we're all done at the lake. We spent about 3 hours out here. It was nice just to get the boat out again. That felt so nice. So it runs great. So it runs really good, sounds great. We are back in business. So half the time I was on the phone with Allstate about the truck. I sent them pictures. They reviewed the pictures and they said, oh yeah, definitely. They were just saying, hey, sorry, that's definitely not acceptable. And they brought up the house 2 different color whites. So like, that's 2 different color whites. And they asked me if those holes were there before. I said no. But anyway, they're gonna get me fixed up on that. Probably can go to another body shop. So, I mean, I hate it for them, but you know, I'm not gonna go back over to that other place. I don't trust them now after that. Really, I'd probably let them fix the truck, try it one more time. But it was the fit that she threw. The meltdown she had. I just can't, I'm not going back over there. So, but yeah, we caught 3 fish. It was nice just to get back out there and just feel the bite again. So on some fresh water. Been doing a lot of saltwater stuff, but it's nice just to get out there and do some freshwater stuff. Catch a couple of bass. They all came off of a little, I think it's a Yamamoto little shad thing with a tungsten jig head. One of them came off scope, the other two just casting out. So that was nice to get out there. But other than that, I think we're done for today. It's been a long day. It don't seem like I've done a lot, but it's been a long day. And so we get out here. I think we're gonna go do some trout fishing. I think I might go tomorrow and go trout fishing up in the mountains. Other than that, I appreciate y'all watching the videos, and just keep an eye out for the next one. So if you haven't already, please, it helped me a lot if you just hit that subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 on there. So if you could do that, that'd be fantastic. But other than that, shoot, I'll catch you at the next one.